Welcome back to Underwater Math. Sir Puffington here, ready to talk about the identity property.
The identity property. What's that?
Hi Gil. The identity property states that any value multiplied by 1 equals the other value. For example, 3 times 1 equals 3. But today, we are going to talk about how the identity property relates to fractions. Remember, any fraction that has the same number in the numerator and denominator is equal to 1. For example, 6 sixths is equal to 1. 5 fifths, 12 twelfths, 300 300ths, those would all equal 1 as well. Back to the identity property related to fractions. Any fraction multiplied by a fraction equal to 1 equals a fraction equivalent to the other fraction.
Whoa, that's a little confusing.
Let me show you, Gil. I have the fraction 1/3. I multiply it by a fraction that is equal to 1, 2/2. When multiplying fractions, I multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. 1/3 times 2/2 equals 2 sixths. The identity property tells me that since I multiplied 1/3 by 1, the product is a fraction that equals the same amount as 1/3. 1/3 is equal to 2 sixths. Here's a model to prove it. 1/3 is the same amount as 2 sixths.
That does make sense, Sir Puffington. Let me try one. I'll use the fraction 1/2. I need to multiply it by a fraction equivalent to 1. How about 5 fifths? 1/2 times 5 fifths equals 5 tenths. According to the identity property, 1/2 should be equivalent to 5 tenths. Let's look at a model and see. Yes, 1/2 and 5 tenths are equivalent fractions. Using the identity property to find equivalent fractions is fun. Thanks for teaching me, Sir Puffington.
You are more than welcome, Gil. Have fun practicing.